Dan Leach back here in New York City at Benzinga Fintech Day. It's great to be here, and it's great to be with my next guest. It is the CEO of Apex Trader Funding, Darrell Martin. Always a pleasure to see you.
Hey, glad to be back.
Hey, we've got an amazing guest here. We got Bono. Bono's hanging in.
Yeah, Bono.
Tell us about Bono.
Well, Bono is part of an organization called K9s.org. We've given away 300 dogs to police and also to schools, and taken $8 billion in narcotics off the streets and protecting 2 million kids. We're now putting out active shooter dogs that basically detect gunpowder and shots and take out any active shooters. So pretty cool organization. You got to check it out if you're looking for something to sponsor. So K9s.org.
That is fantastic, Darrell. Awesome that you're doing that. Listen, it's always a pleasure having you connected to this Benzinga, Fintech Day. Why does it mean something to you to be here where there's a lot of people that obviously have a lot of respect for what you're doing in this space? What's this experience like for you every year?
It's always amazing. So to see what's up and coming, the new technology, the new rules, we got the new 24/5 trading going on.
Right.
So I was on that panel today. That's fantastic. And just getting to, network with, new and old friends.
Well, so for the very few, because there's very few out there that don't know about Apex Trader Funding, let them know what you guys are all about, because it's what we talked about this, last year, and one of the most fascinating things I've ever seen, and I just feel like, it's something that people really are loving and being a part of.
Yeah, it's basically a program that I built for traders that are looking to trade and either don't have the money to trade or don't want to risk the retirement to trade.
Right. Which a lot of people don't want to do.
Exactly. They want to do it, but they're afraid to, take the risk. And so what you can do is you can come in and you take a simple test, which basically says, can you make this much without losing this much? And it's challenging, but we have a high pass rate. And then you pass it and you are able to actually trade and get real payouts. And we paid out over $500 million in the last 4 years. And, looking to even, hopefully double that, soon. So
say that again, $500 million.
$500 million to traders over the last 4 years.
It's mind-boggling, and it's awesome at the same time.
Yeah, lots of millionaire traders. There are quite a few, and more than, I just never thought we'd have. Now we have millionaire traders. I was like, wow, that we paid out. And we have people that have been homeless that, are like literally just like living house to house and traded their way out of that using Apex. And so it's really cool to see people that, are just good. We've had young traders come in, 10 and 19 years old and knocking it out of the park. We have people that have a hard time, but they find out maybe it's not for them. But it's a lot cheaper to do it for, $100 than it is for, $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000, right? So we give them as many times as they want to, pass the exam. And if they get funded, then we put them in a PA account. If they fail that, they don't lose anything. They don't owe us anything. They just go back and start the evaluation over again. And so it allows them to, really get in there and put them sort of in the balance of the mindset of what I call demo trading and live trading. Because you're not risking, your house, right? But you're still able to get paid. And so it's a good balance. Yeah, and then we keep a percentage, 10% of what they make.
Well, like you said, it's it's not an easy thing to do, but with some hard work and nothing worthy is easy.
Right.
You're helping people. That story you told about people living house to house. There are a lot of great guests there. That's why you're one of the rock stars of this event, because you are changing people's lives. Yeah. And I wonder how you look at this Apex Trader Funding as in the future. There's obviously a ton of growth you guys have had.
Right.
Where do you want this to continue to go? I mean, $500 million is crazy. It's awesome.
Right.
$1 billion, I guess, is the next goal, right?
Yeah, that'd be the next financial goal. And we have classes that teach how to trade futures for those who don't know how. And they can trade our way, they can trade their way. And adding more resources. We're doing a lot of upgrades for analytics to help traders out. We're expanding into multiple platforms. So we have a lot of platforms that we work with. And so, giving people choices, what works best for them.
What would you say to someone watching this that obviously loves trading or has always wanted to, has been fascinated, but maybe is overwhelmed or thinks that it will be too hard? What would you say? Because what you do is make it so much simpler and less risky for people to learn the right way and then set themselves up for life. What would you say to them?
I would say it's not as easy as you want it to be.
Nothing good is.
Right, but it's not as hard as you think it is. You know, you don't have to be a national engineer to get in there and do it. You know, I mean, we have housewives, we have 19-year-olds, we have 70-year-olds. You know, we got everybody. You know, and I'm not saying everybody does well. You know, just like nothing worthwhile works like that.
Sure.
But we have quite a few people that have done well, and obviously paying out $500 million.
You got to have something to do well if you're paying $500 million.
Right, exactly. So it's something that if you want to learn and you're passionate about, we're there to help you. We know other companies that we put on our site too. Like, we're not like, hey, you have to do our way. Like, we'll point you to other people that are doing a great job. We have a lot of great influencers that have their own sites and methods and ways of trading, and just whatever works for you. You got to find your way. And, the biggest key is just self-discipline and risk management. That's out of anything in trading. I mean, I think any good trader is going to tell you that.
Sure.
Self-discipline and risk management. And if you got those two things, then it's just adding strategy and, just learning a new vernacular that you didn't know before.
Well, keep helping change people's lives. Keep up the incredible work. And I want to give you a chance again, K9.org. K9s.org for our good friend Bono there. Another awesome thing you're doing. Darrell Martin, CEO of Apex Trader Funding. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
My honor is mine.